Thank you, Chair. And today I'll be focusing exclusively on COVID. It's what we spend much of our time on these days. Hawaii, as I think you all know, continues to lead the nation with very low case numbers and adequate capacity in our hospitals across the state. Similarly, UH is doing very well. Our statewide total of cases since inception, so now a year, is 102. That's across our 10 campuses. As expected, the most are at Manoa, 70 cases since last April, and proud Kauai ECC has 0 cases. Everyone else is somewhere in between there. This spring semester, we've been doing surveillance testing of our residence hall students at UH Manoa, just checking a representative number of students in each building with the design of some of our public health faculty experts. And we're similarly seeing extremely low numbers of positive incidents, 375 tests so far this semester and only 1 positive. We are also doing well in Hawaii at vaccinations. The number of vaccine doses delivered to the state of Hawaii by the federal government continues to be the limiting factor, as the capacity is now in place across the islands to administer many more doses than we actually receive. All indications are that those numbers will be going up. We have people in touch with the Department of Health, and as I think you know, I participate in the governor's cabinet meetings where we also get updates on these matters. We're at a very good place within UH for this also. We are largely online, of course, this semester. Most employees are working from home, but as of last week, all UH, all RCUH, and all UH Foundation employees, including our student employees, have all been offered the opportunity to make an appointment to be vaccinated. And we're very grateful to the Department of Health for considering higher education to be an essential function of the state. We have provided more than 15,000 names. We've had to provide them in groupings over the course of these last few months. And our UH vaccination team has been amazing in coordinating across our campuses as well as with the Department of Health. And it isn't like anyone's day jobs went away while they've been doing this as well. Department of Health is doing a remarkable job, we believe, in getting the community vaccinated, and the teams are working effectively. All of the feedback I get from anyone who has gone anywhere to be vaccinated has been positive, and our employees have been sent to different locations. We don't, as individuals, we don't have control over where we are assigned, and we don't have control over which vaccine we receive. We know that not everyone accepted our offer to be vaccinated. We'll check that data sort of after the flurry if we get a chance to. It is an individual choice, and we need to respect those individual choices. But we are urging everyone who has been hesitant to read the data, read the reports, and reconsider, both for the sake of themselves and their families, but also all of the people with whom they interact on our campuses and within the communities. There will be opportunities moving forward as well. If I could give out special hero awards, they would go to Dr. Lee Wenkanseo Lum from JABSUM, Associate Dean at JABSUM, Vice President Okinaga, and Vice President Yoshimi, who have been flipping spreadsheets and working with Department of Health literally for all 15,000 of those people whose names we have submitted to the Department of Health. Based on all of the information we have and the projections of availability of vaccines, I didn't believe this when President Biden said it. He set a July 4th target for seeing all eligible people vaccinated. I don't want to say it will happen, but it is absolutely a realistic target for the state of Hawaii to be that far along, again, subject to availability of vaccines. And that would include all of our students as well. As you know, We are mostly online now, and we plan to close out the semester that way. We are looking now at deferring our normal commencements in favor of various forms of walk-up, drive-through, and school-level recognition of our graduates. But we're spending a lot of time now preparing for fall. I like the way Provost Bruno has described the way we can think about fall. We are working to return people to campus, but in a sense, fall will be a transition semester from a mostly online spring 2020 to a mostly in-person spring 2022. But we aren't certain yet that all of our students will be vaccinated. We don't know yet what guidance we'll be receiving from CDC and the Department of Health about physical distancing, currently with a 6-foot guideline in place. We are planning conservatively to maximize safety, but we think we will continue to see an increase of people on our campuses. One of the things that we've observed is that even with most of our courses online, activity on all of our campuses is picking up over these past weeks. And some of it is the lower case numbers, it's the availability of vaccination for our people, and we know that our students and many of our faculty and staff really have missed the opportunity to come together on our campuses, even if classes are mostly online. And we're really looking forward to increasing that level of engagement with our students, our faculty, and our staff in the weeks to come, over the summer, and certainly during the fall as well. I also want to highlight the role of many of our university people in the statewide vaccination efforts. We aren't just taking care of ourselves, we're deeply engaged in communities across the state. Literally, thousands of UH volunteer hours have been spent staffing the points of dispensing, or pods as we refer to them. Again, our co-leads have been Dr. Boykanseo Lam and Dr. Christine Qureshi from the UH Manoa School of Nursing and Dental Hygiene. They have spent endless hours coordinating the pods with Department of Health and developing the training programs and manuals for the Department of Health personnel who are working in these pods. Leeward Community College, Lori Lei Hayashi, and Willa Kama, they have been hosting a pod nearly every weekday since before Christmas 2020, and will be continuing through mid-May. Many of our UH employees went there, but also Honolulu City and County first responders. Something like 650 to 1,000 vaccinations a day, and we may be increasing capacity there as vaccine supplies increase. Great coordination with the city and county and HPD for maintaining orderly operations. Maui College has also hosted a pod nearly every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday since late December. I know at least Regent Wilson went there and appreciated the service that he received getting vaccinated at Maui College. They're up to about 600 vaccinations a day there, and well over half the vaccinations on the island of Maui have been handled at Maui College. Thanks to Chancellor Louis Hokoana and his team for that. Windward Community College, who you'll hear from shortly, has been hosting a pod nearly every weekday as well, likely to remain open until mid-May. UH Manoa has hosted 2 pods. A lot of our medical connected students and faculty and staff were vaccinated at UH Manoa. We've also provided freezers, laptops, Wi-Fi, radios as appropriate to support the pods. And this is in addition to the work that many of our people have been doing in the general COVID response, working with HIEMA. Let me mention just one more way in which UH has been supporting the community. Last week we kicked off our annual food bank drive. You know, this is something that we do every year. Food Bank is one of the 2 charities that are officially recognized by the state, along with Aloha United Way. But this is a time when we know food insecurity is rampant throughout our communities, and we're really quite proud that UH has stepped up. Of all of the state agencies, we are the only one that is starting now as part of Phase 1. Last year, we donated funding that amounted to 190,000 meals for hungry people across Hawaii and 4,000 pounds of food. So let me just thank Stephanie Kim in Calvert's office, who has become our permanent coordinator of charity fund drives and does an amazing job at it.